morning from Daytona Beach, Florida, at the Daytona Bike Week Rally. There you go. It's the Bob and Tam Show. Welcome. Losing my voice. Must be talking too much.
Imagine that.
So today we're going to go over we got a couple of bike shows going on today. We're going to talk about those. And today is Tuesday, March
7th.
There you go. So hit the list.
So there's going to be at Broken Spoke. That's on the US 1. They're going to have a custom bike show. And I think what they're going to do is you can bring your bike in just as it is. They're going to have 28 different classes. That's going to go on from 11 to 3. So if you want to do that and you got a bike and you think it's kind of cool looking, take it over there and you can be in that bike show. Cabbage Patch is also having a bike show today. It's called Ride-In Bike Show. That starts at 11. And then the Doghouse tonight is having Dirty Biker Bingo. So haven't never been to that. I heard it's a lot of fun. They're going to have that. And we want to remind you that tomorrow, we're going to go on that Bikers Bells morning ride. And that starts at the Speedway, but you have to register today if you want to go in it. We're going to go on it. We'll be there. So if you want to come ride with us and go on that ride, that's where we'll be. So that's tomorrow, March 8th, but you have to register today if you want to go on that ride. So there's Ramblin' Road.
So if you go on our Facebook page, we got a link there that you can go to get it. It's a little hard to find. We're going to kind of say something about it. So I don't know if that's why a lot of people aren't signing up. They needed to kind of tag it with something like maybe Destination Daytona next year or something like that. So we'll give them that idea. There's a lot of people on. We want to say hi to everybody.
There's Greg and Gwen. There's my best friend Gwen.
Eric, Road King's on.
There we go.
Here we go from Northern Ontario. We just met a guy from Ontario yesterday.
Yeah.
He rode his bike down all the way down.
That might be him. I don't know.
He said good morning from Northern Ontario.
Okay.
They can't be here.
There's Mike. I got to talk to him last night.
Checking in from home. And it's extra early for them.
Patsy made it in. That's good. She was coming in last night.
And Life Mav is on 2033. Just don't forget that all the other things are still going on out at the land. They've got the OB bar. They've got all kinds of events going on. You know, the Iron Horse, the Beaver Bar. There's just all kinds of stuff. Main Street is all lit up. It's, you know, you can get down there 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning and there's stuff already going on. You know, the bars are opening up. You
they got lots of good brands.
Peanut and George has breakfast. You guys can check that out. I think Cruising Cafe might be doing breakfast too. And then that other place, that new place, nobody ever wrote back and wrote it was. It was.
The not Cajun, Caribbean.
Yeah. So
Caribbean restaurant bar.
Yeah, so they did breakfast. So I'm not sure. Nobody's ever said if it was good or bad or.
Yeah, George is on. Hey there, George. How you feeling? How's that leg or your ankle? I guess.
Slim Jim's on. And so there's all kinds of Destination Daytona has all their events going on too. They didn't show a bike show, huh?
Not today. We got to talk to Teddy, and
she did.
I did. He didn't get to meet him, so now he's all bummed out. But hopefully Shelly's going to get us in contact with him, and we'll get.
I think he's going to be a pretty fun guy. You need to, if you've been looking at Destination Daytona, go to Teddy Morris's Harley Davidson in the Facebook group. Look at the girls that he's taking pictures of. Now we know why he's having a bikini contest. So check that out and see what's going on over there. Also, you know, everybody's got bands going on. We're not going to go through all the small bands that are being played because everybody's has it. You know, Sinister, what is it?
Sinister Sound.
No. Saints and
Sinners.
They've got bands running all day long. All the bars, Iron Horse.
They got that globe that we never did get to catch it, but they do it every once in a while. It doesn't have any signs up.
Winkling Bikers on. Eric Road King, is it busier than last year? Well, I think it is. But see, what happened last year is that we started raining like on Wednesday or Thursday, and everybody left. Nobody came back.
Yeah.
So
there wasn't as many bikes because everybody that trailer down was riding their trucks.
I'm like everybody. Well, I'm not like everybody else. They exaggerate the numbers here. You know, they're going to tell you there's probably 300,000, 400,000 people here. There's not that many people here. You know, maybe there's 30 or 40,000 bikes here. I mean, there's still hotel rooms that's got vacancy signs up, so they're not sold out. You know, the main places like we go, which is Broken Spoke, is packed. We went by there this morning, and there was already a ton of bikes sitting out there and stuff. That's really a hot spot. You know, the Iron Horse is the same thing. You know, a lot of people down on Main Street. But
a local, we talked to a local the other day, and this is where we're at. We're at Flapjacks. And it's a little bitty place, and it's in Port Orange. but we're down here and they told us to try it out. It was a great place to have breakfast. Teeny place, but we'll see how the food is. We haven't gotten anything to eat yet. We just got here.
We're waiting for somebody from another rally wants to talk to us today. Look at us. Whee! We're getting important, I guess, or something, or people want us to hang around. So pretty neat and exciting. We're almost ready to break 21,000. So that's kind of neat on our.
Johnny Stewart said, "Is there any rally map to show where everything is?"
No. Yes. Destination Daytona does have on their website showing you where all their vendors are at, which is thumbs up to them that they did that.
And I put that on our Facebook page too.
But no, there is no map that shows, kind of like, like the map they get from Sturgis. They kind of give you a map showing you great rides to go, show you where all the main towns and stuff are at. And that's what we should do it, but we don't have time to do that. So that's why we're trying to do this here to tell you where all this stuff is. And maybe we'll sit down after this and make up a map to kind of show you, kind of a cartoon,
the bars are at.
Kind of a cartoon style map, and show you kind of like where all these different places are at. But there's even places we haven't even hit it. There's what's the bar right down the street? That one that I keep saying we're going to stop, but we never do, right before we get to Destination Daytona.
Oh, Annie Oakley's. And so, I think, is it today? They're going to have a chopper show too. And I went on their Facebook page. It didn't say anything about it, but somebody we talked to at Broken Spoke said, "Oh, don't forget about the Annie Oakley chopper show." But
when I drove by yesterday, there was looked like a food truck or something sitting out front, but there was nothing in the back. A couple of porta potties, things like that.
It looks like a cool place. We always think we're going to stop in there.
It looks more like what you would consider a biker bar style bar, but kind of small. Yeah, old block building, and probably been there forever. So
it's right off the 95 if you're on the
opposite side of Destination
Daytona. Yeah, the freeway's in between Destination Daytona and Annie Oakley's.
And so it's on the same side of the street too. So it's a neat place. Sometimes we see it, and there's a lot of. We were cutting through the other day.
Yeah, this little bitty teeny bar. It's on Beach and write it down.
But it must have been 200 bikes sitting out in front of this little teeny bar.
Bob's like, "This is a biker
looks bar." Looks like it's a hopping place there. There were no cars. There was all bikes.
Yeah.
And it looked like a pretty neat place, but it was back in a subdivision.
Yeah, so, it was. If you go down, if you're on Beach and you go past.
You're going towards which direction?
Toward Orange. You're going south. It just stay on Beach, and then the road will curve eventually. But yeah, it was a really cool little bar. I said, "Oh, there, it's on Beach End," and I don't remember.
There's Robert freezing in Kentucky.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't forget to
yep, thanks, Gwen.
And so it's a neat place. We're going to try this out. Like I say, a local told us about it. It's called Flapjacks. I think they got a chain, don't they? That they have other ones around in town.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said there was other ones around. Maybe not. Glare on it. Still got a glare on it.
You're on the back. So if you're in Port Orange, it's right off the 95. So it's really, if you want to take a quick trip down.
And so we got a bunch of stuff today. Just a quick rundown. We're heading after this. Whenever we get done meeting with them, we're going to be heading over to the Speedway. We have not even been to the Speedway yet. We really need to get over to the doghouse because we really haven't gotten her on camera yet.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to really almost
we keep talking about her, so.
And so yeah, we're giving a shout out for her. We're gonna be there for Midget Wrestling.
Yeah.
And what else we're gonna do? I might go down to Main Street a little bit more. I think tomorrow, Wednesday, we're gonna try to get out to Cackleberry in the afternoon because they've also got the
ride.
Yeah, they got the slaw wrestling going on, and they also have, I think they do the oil wrestling, and they can ride the bull and all kinds of stuff.
At Cackleberry.
Stuff for you Patreon people to check out.
Thank you, Robert. We appreciate that.
What do you feel about the crowd so far? I thought things were hopping pretty good on Main Street. Main Street always is going to be just like Biketoberfest. Friday and Saturday, you couldn't even move during Biketoberfest, and there was hardly nobody here. So people naturally get pulled into. But you also have tourists. You can see when you're down there on Main Street, you walk around, you can see people that are, they came for the beach or they came for spring break or whatever. They don't fit in with, the typical, yeah. And then there's a lot of people, because this rally is an exception to a lot of them. There's a lot of car parking here. You can't park on Main Street, but there's a lot of garages and parking lots. So it's really easy to drive. Some of our subscribers that are staying in other places in Florida, that's what they're doing. They're kind of driving over here in cars and able to park around. And most of the bars have it. Even the Iron Horse, they have a place before you get not the Iron Horse, but the Broken Spoke. Right before you get there, there's a big sign. And I kind of wondered. I kept seeing people going back that way, and I looked back there, and I'm like, oh, that's where that parking lot comes out at. Comes out right on the side. I don't know if it charged or not.
He stayed at Fast Lanes. Mark Eubanks said, "Didn't get to see you. I like your name. I think it reminds me of the old Newlywed Show. That guy's name was Eubanks, Bob Eubanks." It was a good place to stay. Thanks for the preview. And sorry I missed you guys. I know. Next time. All righty.
So, but yeah, you always got to, all you gotta do is contact us and let us know where you're at, and or email us and give us, we'll swap phone numbers, and then you can text us. We don't normally chase you down, but we can at least say, hey, like you can say, man, where are you guys at today? And we can say, well, you know, next couple hours we'll be at the Speedway.
Like we can say, yeah, we're going to go into the Speedway after this. So if you guys have our number, you once, you know, after probably an hour or so after this, you can say, we're at the Speedway too. Where are you guys at? And then we can kind of pinpoint each other and figure out where we're at.
And we don't, because it is tough. I try to get on Facebook, but a lot of times we're so busy I forget to tell everybody where we're at. So kind of exciting. Met a lot of people. We're probably between, we're getting close to about 400 subscribers that we've met since we've been here. So it's got a lot of new people we're meeting that just picked us up this, you know, at this rally for the previewing that we were doing before.
It's nice when they come in and then one of them in their group, you know, there's a group of 4 or 5 guys, 6 guys, whatever. And they're like, oh, you guys are so I start handing out cards. It's like, here you go. Watch us.
So I already make it grow. And so, yeah, it's a nice rally. It is. I don't think last year was the same thing. Once again, they exaggerate the numbers so they can charge more money. And then all the rallies do the same thing. There's no way physically they can count. You know, it's like when I checked here before, just the city of Daytona Beach only has 17,000 rooms. So, you know, Tackleberry's probably got, you know, maybe got a couple thousand. You know, I don't even know if there's a couple thousand staying out there. I don't know how many spots they have. But I mean, you don't have a lot of campgrounds like we stayed, you know, Fast Lane even. They probably, you know, maybe they got 500 people staying out there. But I mean, when you start looking at it, you start thinking, you know, it is. A lot of the rallies, other than the people that are coming from the East Coast, this too is a big local rally. You know, pretty much anybody in Florida is coming in on the weekends, which was yesterday. There wasn't hardly nobody at Destination Daytona. You know, there was people walking around, but I mean, it wasn't a ghost town, which you'll see that video tomorrow. We got the police chief coming up today and the Sarge and telling you how to stay out of trouble. And he's a little different this year. He gave some shout outs to some of the other police departments and stuff like that. So we had a tough time getting a hold of him. I would have loved to have the video come out before all this, but it's going to kind of take we're going to have to jam tonight. Tomorrow's video will actually have 2 days. It'll have yesterday's and today's video piled into. So it'll be a little bit longer video that I'll be making tonight to check that out, to show you what's going on. But all the really long videos of the bike shows and that we've done and all that will come out after.
All of that.
Come out after, in between all this excitement.
Because we're filming it while it's happened. So if you guys wanted to go to it, you've already missed it. So that's why we're going to show it afterwards.
We're going to show you more stuff that's going on. I don't know if there'll be any lives come out anymore yet today, other than what we've got tonight or now. If you just came on, want to know what's going on, all you got to do is watch the first few minutes. We're trying to do that now to where we give you right up front what's going on, what's happening, and we're not going to recap no more. Because told by somebody to quit saying the same thing over and over and over and over.
For those of you that watch it all the way through, so you've been on 13 minutes. So
I have to say you guys are the most personable of most of YouTubers. You're not concerned about connecting with your. You're not concerned about connecting with your subscribers.
yes,
I think he said that wrong.
Yeah.
He says I have to say you guys are the most personable of most of YouTubers.
Well, we were talking to somebody the other day, and
Maybe he meant to say you're not conceited about connecting with her. But yeah, so which
they were like, you guys are just like you are on.
Which we are. This rally, we are spending a lot of time meeting you guys.
Which is fun.
You know, we're spending. Some people we sit there maybe for an hour and chat with them, and so we're not getting around as much as we really would like to do.
That's okay.
So, but I mean, during the week here is not so bad because there's not a lot of.
That's where we're at. Flapjacks.
It's not quite as busy today as what our schedule for doing things. Because it's kind of weird when we started looking, like when I went and looked at Destination Daytona, their board inside the dealership, they had nothing down Monday or Tuesday. There was nothing down. I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird. But I mean, when you look at, which it is.
They've got all the vendors.
Once again, this is more of, we call it the 500-mile club. We got a lot of people that came in here on Friday, Thursday, stayed, Sunday, they all packed up and left. And now, you got like the guy that won our trip. He had to go. He had to leave yesterday so he could get home, get
And
back to
Murder
work.
Rex, he's on his way down, so he wasn't here for the first half. So there's
So
you
we
guys
have
are coming down.
we have a lot of people that we know that a lot of people said we're going to set up another meet and greet, and hopefully maybe today or tomorrow we'll tell you what day it's going to be. Probably Friday or Saturday. It'll be over in Destination Daytona too.
Yeah, for you guys.
And so at that, all the excitement's happened. So we're going to leave you right here at Flapjacks.
Flapjacks, don't forget to come. It's down here in Orange.
Port.
Local told us about
Port
it.
Orange.
We'll let you know, Port Orange, and we'll tell you how we liked it. We haven't gotten to eat yet. So thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you got some good information. Don't forget to register for that Bikers Bell Ride. It's the link's on our Facebook page because you have to register before you go, and that's tomorrow. And we're going to do a ride with them. And if you want to ride with us, that's where we'll be tomorrow.
Because we don't know if we're going to do any other ride because that kind of got messed up. And I did have somebody yesterday ask me if we're going to do a ride. And we didn't really get enough people asking about it. So if you want to do a ride, let us know. Maybe we'll go ride with you.
Where are you guys going next? After this, we'll be in Orlando. But I mean, right now, today, we're heading over to the Speedway today.
Yeah,
So if you guys are here in town, we'll be at
we'll
the
probably
Speedway.
be at the Speedway till about noonish. And then we'll probably head out of that.
Thanks,
And I don't know. Kind of keep an eye on the Facebook page. I'll try to post on there where we're at if I remember to do it. And
Did you guys hear that Dirty Harry's canceled their wet t-shirt contest assignment?
pretty good, pretty good.
Hey Jeff, how are
And,
you doing? No, I didn't, but
Well,
I
it
did
could be.
hear.
It could be that they're not like when we went the other day. They only had 3 girls. Well, they had 4,
They
and one
just
bailed out. So we just want to make sure, which that could have happened too. I don't think they officially canceled because the girls there aren't allowed to flash or nothing. You can't do any of that in Daytona. So they at Dirty Harry's, they tell you right when you're down there that the girls say you cannot lift your shirts up or anything like that.
And
So,
a subscriber, Danny, said that yesterday a girl did. She was disqualified, so they might have shut him down. I don't know. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
okay.
But thanks for hanging out.
All right.
Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share it with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
And we'll see if Dirty Harry's. We'll go down there today and we'll see if they
We'll
cancel
check it out.
I know that maybe they had to stop it for a day. I don't know. We'll see.